17th of January 2022. Just a reminder, for a very short while still, I will be running that special or a gift. If you order a soulmate or twin flame reading, I will give you as a gift your very own year ahead forecast 2022 personal tarot reading that will come as a gift from me with your soulmate or twin flame reading that you order. To order your soulmate or twin flame reading, please go to my website. I will put that link in the description box below. But let's have a look at your week ahead first, shall we? Okay. Ooh, jumpy cards. All right. Ah, that's a nice card to get. Okay. And there we go. Oh, nice card. So you got the Emperor first. Structure, logic, organization, discipline, all those very, very traditional things are in store for us this week, okay? That's what will be useful to us. They are the energies that will be most backed by the universe. So if you use structure, use logic, use discipline, you're going to have success this week. Because the Nine of Water says your concerns will fade away and your wishes will come true. So if you apply yourself with discipline this week and you put structure and order and logic into what you do, you're going to find your wishes come true, and the worries that you were having about what you were going to do or how you were going to do it or how it was going to turn out all fade away. The moon says you are intuitive this week. You are psychic this week. There is a full moon round about now, isn't there, if I'm not mistaken? So tune into that full moon big time. Trust your intuition at the moment. Trust your gut feelings at the moment. They're in tune, right in tune. The King of Fire says, this came up for Leo for the week ahead too, focus, okay? So sometimes when we're really relying on our gut feelings and our intuition, we can get a little bit distracted, okay? We head off like go down rabbit holes and stuff like that. So keep your clarity, keep your focus, okay? Then you are guaranteed that success, the energies are showing up, you can have this week. Finally, your tarot card, the last one. We'll do relationships after that. There's a celebration coming up this week, Three of Water. It's normally a group celebration, right? So this is you and your family, maybe your work circle, something like that. Something happens this week that you have a celebration about. You get together with people and you feel good about the get together, and it's a really nice celebration. So it's a nice collection of cards for you guys this week. And if you're thinking your reading is a little bit shorter and quicker than normal, you're quite right. Okay, so what I managed to do this week was, we have a big, beautiful old cedar wood chest, very old, that belonged to a great, great, great uncle, who we suspect might have been a pirate. Anyway, I tripped over the chest and tore a ligament in my foot, and I'm having trouble moving around, and I get tired and sore very quickly. So I tend to do things a bit quicker at the moment, so I can go and put the foot up and rest it. And at the moment, it needs to be put up and rested. So, yeah, that's my story for the week. Not paying attention when you're walking in a hurry, not focusing, will have you tripping over sea chests and hurting yourself. Okay, so let's see what's in store for relationships this coming week, right? This is for everybody. It's for all star signs. It's giving you the predominant energies that are around, right? First up, okay. Right. Interesting. Okay. And finally, okay. So, forgiving and learning. When these cards come up, I'll always say it's a week where you're going to have your button pushed, a particular button that is a relationship dynamic for you. If you fear rejection, if you have been rejected in the past, if you fear feeling left out, alone, getting hurt. Hey Lorna, so nice to see you. I'm glad you could make it. And I'm recording at an odd time this morning, but you caught me. So relationship dynamic button can be pushed this week, but there's also the potential to recognize what it is, learn from it, and let go the experience so that you can move on from them. There's a foreigner involved here, or a foreign landscape, and there's a separation involved with them. One way or other, they separating, you separating from them, there's some kind of separation from them this week, okay? You deserve love, let your friends help you, and Flirt says keep the energy light this week. Whatever happens in relationships, it's about the other person's story as well. It's not just you, so don't take it personally. You are the kind of person that should be loved wholeheartedly. You're a lovable person, remember that. The way that relationships can pan out sometimes is not all about you. In fact, sometimes it's not about you at all. Sometimes it's about their stuff and their buttons that get pushed and their dynamics that they are having. So don't take it to heart, okay? It's about their story as well. Remember that. Light-hearted, flirt is extending light-hearted energy. Let your friends help you means the social circle is where you're going to have your most success with relationships this week. Maybe you can lighten your relationship up by having friends around, by being with friends. Maybe you can lighten your feeling about relationships by going out and having fun with friends. This card can also show up lately with social media. It would, wouldn't it? Because that is now our social platform. For many of us has become our social platform, or a large degree of our social platform. So on that platform, keep it lighthearted and fun, okay? And don't take things too personally. I'll always say as well, this is actually something interesting for you guys to remember. So I studied sociology, and one of the things that they taught us was that communication, 70% of it, 70% is your tone of voice and your expressions. Okay? That's a huge amount of it. 10% of it is actually just listening to a person. So if you have a telephone conversation, okay, only 10% of what you are saying is truly translated. The last little bit of percentage is the written word. So it's very little that is actually understood by the written word. And that is mostly how we communicate when we do social media, isn't it? We're missing out on the tone of voice, the sound of our voices, and 70% of it is our expression. In other words, how we are saying it and the expressions on our faces. So do remember that when you are communicating via social media, which is often just the written word, exceptionally little of what you are saying is getting to the other person. And this is where misconceptions, incorrect interpretations, because we try to read between the lines, can come in. So that's a bit of a reminder. And the fact that I'm telling you is probably the fact that you need to be listening to it. Right, so just remember that this week. Don't take it personally. You're probably not hearing the whole story. The little emojis and the emoticons that you use can obviously make a difference. If possible, use voice messages, because then at least a little bit more of what you're saying is getting across. But just the written word, this week there is probably going to be miscommunication. And Mercury's retrograde, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Right. All in all, I would say stay off the social media. If you do go onto social media and you want to actually speak to someone, I think that's why this card is coming up. Keep it particularly light-hearted this week, because there is lots of room for misinterpretation, okay? Keep it really, really light. And if you do find this misinterpretation, use a voice message rather. It'll clear it up easier. Okay, so that is your reading for the week ahead. Lorna, I hope you have a lovely week, and it's lovely to chat to you. And just a reminder to everybody that there is that special running. I'm probably only going to run until the end of January, I think, because by then we're into the year, where I will give you the gift of your very own personal year ahead forecast, along with if you order a soulmate or twin flame reading, which are my favorite readings to do, by the way. But I like doing your year ahead as well. That's always nice to do. And I will put the link to in the description box below to my website where you can purchase it. Wishing you all hugs and blessings for the week ahead, and I'll speak to you next week.